Hi, good afternoon. My name is Samefa. You are welcome to Lovelink here on Match TV. You can follow us on all social media handles, like, you comment, and you share. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel so that anytime we come online, you can also get notified. Prioritize sex, else you miss deeper revelations about your partner. There are a lot of guys, there are a lot of ladies that when they meet people that likes them or love them, all they think about first is sex. All they think about it, how am I going to get her to sleep with her? How am I going to get him to sleep with him? But that shouldn't be the first thing you have to think about in case you want to have a future with him or her. There are a lot of people that when they meet you, you would realize that the first 2-3 days, they wish they've had sex with you. Then you ask yourself, really? You don't even know this person. You don't even know the person. You don't know the person. People always, complain in marriages that my spouse has changed. Is it that I've not taken my time to study him or her? Most times when you go into those kind of issues, you realize that when during their time of dating or courting, all they were doing was sex. They didn't have time to study themselves. And that is the end result you get when you get married to such people. When you meet somebody, I'll plead with you that ask relevant questions that will bring out relevant answers. And stop making noise. Stop, prioritizing sex. Because when you have sex with a person, what next? I think there is more life to lead after sleeping with a person. That is why you must not let sex lead you. Sexual commitment is a spiritual issue. And so when you meet somebody that you would want to have a future, or you would want to marry the person as a young man, don't let sex lead you. Rather, take your time. Study the person. Have some time with the person. Your meetings should not always be about sex. Your meetings should be a time that you have conversations, a time that you engage the person. You try to ask, silly questions to get feedbacks from the person. Not a time to think about sex. This generation, there's something that has been bothering me. That is, what is wrong with us? I think there is something wrong with this generation. Because all we think about is sex. How will I, find ways and means to sleep with her? How will I set this guy up to sleep with him? How will I find ways and means to intentionally invite her to my house to sleep with her? How will I find ways and means to intentionally invite him to my house to seduce him? Sister, brother, if you want to have a life, if you want to have a future that your generations will sing, or your generation will live to celebrate your marriage, then don't try to seduce a guy just for him to sleep with you. Because after him sleeping with you, what next? He can sleep with you every day, every night, every dawn, every minute, but he will still leave you. So I want you to get it that not a prerequisite of sustainability of any relationship. Don't think that when you allow him to sleep with you, it means that he will leave you. Brother, sister, you are deceiving yourself. Don't say that when I allow him to sleep with me, it means that I've tied him around myself. So there is no way he will leave me. Says who? People get married to people and they still leave them. So don't think that when you allow him to sleep with you, when you allow her to seduce you and then land you into bed, that will make her be with you. That will not make her stay with you. A lot of people will tell you that when we are dating and we don't have sex, it means that you don't love me. It means that the guy doesn't love the lady, or the lady does not love the guy. It's a total false. It's a no. It's a false. It's not true. Don't allow anybody to deceive you that if we don't prioritize sex in our relationship, it means that we don't love each other. When you say that, then it means that there shouldn't be any divorce, because those who get married have sex 24/7. They are always with each other. And I'm not even sure that they sleep with each other every day. So in case somebody is deceiving you, in case you're a young lady watching me and then a guy is deceiving you that when you don't sleep with me, it means that you don't love me, tell him that it's not true. So you will not do it. There are a lot of, deeper revelations about people that you have to find out, Mr. Man. There are a lot of deeper revelations about him that you have to find out, my sister. So stop involving sex. Stop, building your relationship on sex. Then you get married to the person, you start seeing the realities, and then you decide that you want to back off. Brother, when you back off, who will marry that person? You slept with her for years and you think that sex was enough. Sex is not enough. And so don't build your relationship on sex. Else you miss deeper revelations, you miss serious characters, serious attitudes, serious behaviors that you have to get to know about that man or that lady. Please, don't let sex lead you. Don't allow sex to lead you. In case you want to have a future with somebody, your time of dating or courting is the time that you have to find out a lot about the person. Find out the flaws, find out the strength of the person, find out the weakness of the person. Make sure that, be convinced that you can be with that person with such weaknesses. You try to build on the strength of the person. You don't go in to sleep with that person. You don't go in with a mindset of sex. You don't go in that, I want to sleep with her. Afterwards, then I'll look for the strength and the weaknesses of the person. My brother, the moment you start sleeping with him or her, the moment you start sleeping with her, the moment you start sleeping with him, trust me, you will not even get the mind or the time to ask or find out the strength of the person or find out the weakness of the person. Then you try to build on the weakness you try to, help the person out of the weakness, and then you try to build on the strength of the person, because all you had in mind was to sleep with the person. My sister, there's one thing I want you to get. The moment you get it, I'm out of your way. That is, don't build your relationship on sex. Else, in future, you will cry, but nobody can wipe your tears for you. Young man, don't build your relationship on sex. Else, you miss serious behaviors, serious characters, serious attitudes, weaknesses about ladies that you will cry one day, but nobody will wipe your tears for you. So, when you are dating or courting, find out the strength of the person. Find out the weakness of the person. Try to build on the strength. Try to help her to come out of her weaknesses. That is what will help you to build a better home. Not sex, because sex is a spiritual commitment. And the moment you commit yourself and you are not careful, you can't find out other things about the person. Thank you so much for your time. I'm sure that you put it into practice, you work with it, because I know it will help you. This generation, the way we are sick if it comes to dating, the way we are full of doing naughty things, don't let sex lead you. Thank you once more for your time. This is Lovelink here on Match TV. You can follow us on Instagram as Match TVGH, Twitter as Match TVGH, YouTube as Match TVGH, here on Facebook as Match TV. You like, you comment, you subscribe to our channel so that anytime we come online, you can also join us, and let's have some errors corrected in our relationships, in our courting relationships, in our dating relationships. Thank you once more for your time. Do have a great day and take care of yourself.